Yeah, you know the matchup. I sent you the list. What you think?
Yeah, okay, so it's gonna be a very aggressive matchup against someone that's gonna play a control strategy, right? We saw the upper end being by the part of the deck that plays the most entrap. In this case, is gonna be Marincess, but let's see. It starts with the normal summon Mick that gets followed by special summon Visas Starfrost, and then he's gonna trigger the Mick in the graveyard in order to special summon from the deck another copy of the Mick, and he decides then to modulate probably his level from 2 or 4. Let's see what he decides to do.
I don't think you go for the level modulation, so you keep it at level 2 if you don't have Rhyme Heart in hand, but I don't assume he has Rhyme Heart because otherwise he would go with the normal sum of him. So but he went for the level. Wait, did he went for the modulation? I don't know. Yes, he made it level 4.
He decides to go for the level modulation because now he's gonna link summon into Scarecrow Liart in order to search for Rechophobia. Rechophobia is gonna grab a copy of Reichart. Reichart is gonna special summon in a column adjacent.
No, we just.
But never mind.
We just get met after this search of a Lightheart. We just get met with a Droll and a Lockbird at this point.
You know what happens in those positions?
Yeah, you pass.
Definitely.
You just die.
Unfortunately, sadly, we cannot do shit.
Yes, chat. Droll and Lockbird is the most aggressive hand trap against this strategy in particular. As sad as it sounds, new decks whatsoever, they all die to Droll and Lockbird. This is a sickness of these modern high-pitched combo decks. And we go into the best normal sum the deck can offer for Marincess. That is Marincess Blue Tang.
Okay, so we see Marincess Blue Tag sending a copy. I think it's a seahorse. I cannot see.
He sent a seahorse. He sent a seahorse. Then we go into a blue slug. I assume. Yes, that's a blue slug. And we are going to trigger the effect, I think. Yeah. So,
blue slug, chain link 1. We're gonna see probably a blue tongue, chain link 2, right?
Yeah, I think as well. So, and the excavate was, we found ourselves a copy of Mandarin to add to our hand here at this point.
Okay, Mandarin is a nice extender. Mandarin, basically, if you control 2 or more Marincess monster while this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target a water link monster you control and you special summon this card from your your end to a zone that monster points to, but banish it when it leaves the field. It's actually nice, the interaction. If you banish it, you can recover it with the Marincess Bubble Reef that can special summon from the banish pile. It's an extended that can be used multiple times during the rest of the duel. And now we go for a link summon of Sea Angel, and Sea Angel is gonna give us a copy of Dive or Battle Ocean if you already has Dive in hand. Let's see what he goes for. He goes for Battle Ocean, which will give to Dive an additional effect in order to special summon one Marincess monster from your deck.
And now we went for the Mandarin we went for the Mandarin special summon from hand, and with the monsters on field, I assume we go into a Coral Anemone. Yes, we just went for a Coral, and I think from here, it doesn't seem like that the Mannadium player has any form of interaction. Could it be?
Doesn't seem so, but there might be something hidden in his hand. Maybe there is an entrap, maybe there is a powerful entrap such as a possible Nibiru. I don't think this deck would play Nibiru because you need the board presence, but who knows what our player will surprise us with during this event. So we go for a triangle. This is a triangle, as you can see, and we can use the effect of that in order to search for the trap Marincess, but he summoned the triangle in the same column as the Scarecrow, I think.
It's in the same column. So he just needs to switch columns, to be fair. He can't let the triangle sit in this column. I hope the judge can hear us and can correct this. Give me a second. Right.
Okay.
So, wait a second. I just...
Because for an Argonaut, and the Argonaut will be able
Okay.
to be equipped with 3 Marincess, a Link monster from the graveyard, and one of them is gonna be the Coral Anemone in order to ensure a recovery.
So, okay, they corrected the column, but it was not game determinative so far, but we needed to fix that issue. Alright, the problem is we do not have OTK from what I can see. We can just, I mean, if we kill the Meek by battle, it just gets another copy from deck. I mean, didn't he had a Zeliantis line to get rid of the whole field? So by banishing the Meek on field, he can't trigger it anymore to get another copies from the deck. I guess, I mean, because he haven't achieved anything, all he did was he brought the Lightheart into the graveyard of our opponent. He let him a possible tuner on the field to pop. I think that the Zeliantis line would have been the safe bet here at this point. Oh? Didn't?
Could have been good, but remember that they also play in, like, they don't have space for multiple Zelantis. Maybe the Zelantis line is gonna be clutch for the clapback, right?
Maybe.
There is a possibility in which you might decide to not go for it for future lines that you're gonna play.
Okay, we are
in order to break a board.
We went for the Reichphobia, which got negated by the Argonaut, and we decided to, hell no, we just go game 2. If I have a look at the Mannadium deck list right now, I sent you the list as well. The problem I see right now, it is so bad prepared for this matchup. Going second, this whole list is so underwhelming. You don't do shit.
There is no much to do, to be honest. Like, we do see some form of interaction that removes bodies, and we do see something to fight the spell and traps that Mannadium can use, the floodgates. But no, like, doesn't seem so powerful to go against a Mannadium, against a Marincess and the board. Like, it's gonna be super tough.
I mean, from the 16 non-engine cards he's playing right now, going second, 10 of them are off the bat dead. So there are only 6-1. Okay, I think you just need to side them out. Not that bad. Maybe I think the quick spells in the main deck, they can remain going first to get rid of possible link summons, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the quick spell going first.
It's fine. It's fine.
Are like good actually, in order to avoid the Marincess strategy to pop off, because again, this deck, as any other TF2 deck, relies a lot on the normal summon. We saw it with Mannadium, we are seeing it with Marincess, because any extender of Marincess relies on you controlling another Marincess. The only one that does not need any monster, it's an extender on its own, that's Spring Girl. But moving from there is nothing else you can special summon. And if you have an interruption for Spring Girl, if you have an interruption for the normal summon, then at that point it's gonna be super tough to play the game.
Yeah, completely understandable. So, alright, it seems we are ready for the game 2 between Mannadium and Marincess. So, let me have a closer look again at the Mannadium deck list we just had here. Does he play does he play the Calamity Lock? Yes, right? Was he on Calamity?
He's on the Calamity Lock.
Yeah, I mean, then if... I don't think that this is going to resolve, because the Marincess deck has so many hand traps. It has so many space for the...
Yeah, in my opinion, the Calamity Lock is not needed in a deck like the Mannadium, because the Calamity Lock, again, it's a glass cannon combo. when in my opinion you should focus more on recovery. You should focus more on the clap back extra deck that you need to have resources in order to clap back if your field they get distracted. Because to be honest, if you get uninterrupted and you go for a standard art combo that requires a Lowe's, a Baron, a Spatter and counter trap, you are winning, brother. You don't need anything else. What you need is a clap back extra deck that you can utilize in order to destroy back the opponent interruption that's gonna build through him playing through your board. So basically, in my opinion, relying on
Oh
the calamity
no! Set one pass from the Mannadium player.
Brother, stop, brother, I think you are like I think there's something that is going wrong, because this is the 5th time that we see someone setting
no!
one. Like I'm talking 5 minutes into the combo of this guy, and this guy sets one pass. Like I think there is something wrong, brother. Like, what did you do to this guy?
Yeah, MBT effect to special summon. I assume pitch. Cool. Yeah, send. And
this might be super tough.
Okay, Book of Moon on the summon, but we special summon. We have our normal summon left.
That Book of Moon does absolutely nothing. Yes, Seahorse in the graveyard, and he's linking one into the
Infinite impermanence on the blue slug.
Okay, we see that he decided to set just Book of Moon and keeping impermanence. Then that was good. That was a nice smoke screen right there. I like that. Like, he knew that the first interaction that he was gonna use was Book of Moon, and he decided to smoke screen the Book of Moon in end by not letting him or his opponent read it.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to brick on something at least, I think.
I mean, to be honest, going for Springer, this, in my opinion, seals the deal, my brother Nivska. Sea Angel is gonna search for a copy of Dive in this position, and he's gonna build a board. There is actually nothing he can do.
Yes.
Like, he tried to use his interruption very early, which in my opinion is correct, especially when you break. But in this position, if he could play through those with the extenders and add the right extender to do so, he's gonna seal the deal with a simple Argonaut and one Marincess wave in the end. Yeah, this looks very tough to me. What do you think about this entire situation? Why do people be breaking recently?
Yeah, the problem with Mannadium currently at this stage, we don't have every card available to this strategy. The Mannadium, I don't know, Kit Colors Synchro, I don't goddamn know what the name of the thing isn't even out right. It's just coming out in the next set of Argoth, and right now it's just the containing of 2 or 3 card combos, which makes Mannadium a gigantic brick pile. You just need some sort of non-tuner and some sort of tuner at this, and this is when you don't play a critical mass of non-tuners and tuners, you just brick. But we were able to save our asses from this point by throwing a infinite impermanence on Coral Anemone. And what did we just normal some Droll? Sure, we have a Droll and Lockbird normal summoned, followed by a Obsession targeting the Droll to get ourselves a copy of Calarium to get the ball rolling at this. But I have a message there, a bad message. I think there is a set card back then, and I personally think it's either a Waves or a Book of or a Infinite Impermanence. You can't tell me that this set card in the back is not live at this point of time. So a normal sum of Realm Help will never ever resolve. So we just go for the Calarium. Do we have an Ash Blossom? Do we get the search at this point?
No, if he had Ash Blossom, I think he would stop the spell.
Yeah, true. So the Calarium resolves, and now we can tell what we have in hand. If he gets a Shine Ball, we already have, if he gets one of the crystals, either the Christmas balls, we already have the Visa Starfrost in rotation. The problem is, I think a Book of Moon or some Infinite Impermanence are both deadly, because we have nothing, very, very little gas left in the tank. I have no idea what last card in hand is. I mean, we can search for Visa Star first. We can trigger the effect of a position in graveyard to special it from hand. Then it will get booked. Then we just die on the spot. But even if we manage to get to Lightheart and there is a infinite impermanence back then, it's not that great. But this is a good chance. We can go for normal summon Meek here at this point. We go.
You cannot normal summon. You already normal summon at all.
Shit. You're right. Fuck. Yeah.
Yes, the spell in the graveyard to special summon a 1521 from his end, which means that he already has the.
Wait. Yeah. So we have Visa Starfrost. We got a position special
Visa
Visas.
Starfrost. Okay. That's actually good into.
Yes.
Impermanence.
And now we special.
Into impermanence is good.
Yes, but what now from this? We have no cards left. We can go into Amritara, which will get.
You go Amritara, which is considered also Visa Starfrost, right? And or you can turn the Visa Starfrost into the Link one.
I mean, right now, let's. So I think this back then is for sure an infinite impermanence. You have to think of it. This is some sort of negation, because a Book of Moon would have been resolved. If you just special summon Visas
you
and
cannot respect it. You cannot respect it. I think you go for the Link one here, or the Synchro 8.
Nah, he goes for Amritara. So if the search resolves. I have no clue what this is back then. I have no clue what this is.
Probably a board breaker, right? If it doesn't stop this.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, but it is a waves, basically infinite impermanence. Basically the same, like I said. Waves, Amritara gets negated on the spot, but
yeah, but you like here we are in an honorable position still. That's why I would have went for the Link one, because okay, in negated Amritara, you are not playing around it because you cannot turn into the Link one because Amritara right now is not considered anymore Visa Starfrost. So, like at this point, might have just been better to go for the Link one and use it in order to try to push for more. Because right now, this Amritara is gonna stick on the board. The best he can do is enter in battle phase. But if you pop the Anemone is gonna add back from the graveyard a Water Monster, which is basically deadly the next turn. Also, let's remember, yeah, he's gonna add back.
And he is going to concede here. Yes, this was round 7 for the TCG Online Championship. Marincess versus Mannadium, and we just saw the magic of Mannadium. Guys, it's a brick fed.